All over the homeschool community, whether it be in Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, you will find people's selections for their read out louds or the books that they're putting in their morning baskets. But is reading out loud to your children really that big of a deal? I'm going to answer that question next. Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom since 2012 and I make videos to help you on your homeschooling journey and to help take the stress out of homeschooling. Today I just want to talk with you guys about reading out loud. Like I stated in the intro, you will be able to find people's read out loud choices all over the internet. Is this just a trend or is there something more to it? Dr. Joseph Price, who's the Associate Professor of Economics at Brigham Young University, specializes in the economics of family and education. And in his research, he shows that one extra day a week of parent-led read out loud sessions during the first 10 years of a child's life increases their standardized test scores by half a standard deviation. That's as many as 15 to 30 percentile points, which is a tremendous gain. So the more you read to your children, the higher their test scores will be, sometimes by as much as a half a year's schooling. Reading out loud to children is a big deal, more than it is a trend, and today I want to give you 3 reasons and 3 benefits why it's so good for your children. Benefit 1. Reading out loud increases your child's vocabulary and gives them highly sophisticated language patterns. Let's face it, most of us tend to use basic language or the same vocabulary that we have used our entire lives. So where else will our children be able to hear words and vocabulary and language that we don't use? Well, they could get it from the TV or from their YouTube videos, but I'd much rather have them listening to read out loud stories and learning vocabulary and speech patterns that way. Hearing words that don't ordinarily come up in our conversations really helps to expand children's vocabulary faster than anything else. Kids hear words and their meanings in context and often don't have to look it up. They're able to tell the meanings of the words just by you reading them the rest of the sentence. Vocabulary is enhanced when kids read by themselves, but it's even more enhanced when we read to them, because sometimes kids can't pronounce some of the words and sometimes they may skip over new words and not really think about what they're saying. So if we're reading it to them, they're able to get those vocabulary words that they would skim over, and also they're not focusing so hard on what they're reading and trying to break up the words and learn how to read them. They can just relax and listen to the story. And that's because their listening comprehension level is higher than their reading comprehension level. Benefit 2, building connections. In other words, reading comprehension. If your child went to public school, in their or virtual school, in their language arts section, their ELA section, you will always see the teacher asking, what connection has your child made to the text? And educators are always concerning themselves over making sure that the children are doing it right. Reading comprehension is basically a fancy term that states, does your child understand what was just read to them? And can they connect it with some other experience or knowledge that they may have, whether it come from a life experience or another story that they read or have heard or a movie or anything else like that. The third benefit is to give your child a love of reading. Mark Twain says it best when he says that a man who doesn't read has no benefit over the man who cannot read. Reading to your children a variety of different genres and different stories gives your child a love for reading, and it actually really builds their imagination. After all, a child must love reading stories if he is gonna desire to do it himself. When we focus on nurturing our children's love of stories, we're nurturing their love of reading as well. So yes, reading out loud is a big deal, guys. Go ahead and watch videos and see recommendations and go on Pinterest and get all different types of ideas on different books that you can read out loud to your kids. And read away. This upcoming homeschool year, monthly, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my read out loud choices for the different unit studies and the different things that we are going to be doing. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button for our back to school homeschool series, which is going to incorporate lots of different things, and it's going to be going on for some time now to welcome you guys back into the homeschooling year, give you guys some ideas, some tips, and eventually some homeschooling day in the life videos. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.